Hello guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna do the pedicure. Also in the future I'm planning to release two more parts. One about the gel application and the other one how to treat the heels. So stay with me. Here's our before and after. And as you can see, there's no removal here. Alright, and let's start with treating the foot. I'm just using the regular antiseptic, the alcohol, and always before you work, analyze the work you are about to do. Like what steps you're planning to take to treat this and what you're going to be working with. And let's start our actual work. I begin with cutting these long nails. Even though it's warmer weather right now, like it's coming and we can wear more open shoes, this kind of land and pedicure, like I wouldn't say it's forbidden. Like for me it's forbidden, yeah, but I definitely not recommend it. Of course everyone can do whatever they want, but it's not perfect. So we remove all of this and I'm using the stylic snippers. I really love the stylic snippers. They're super sharp. They cut through everything quickly and clean. And even the thick nails, like naturally on the toenails, sometimes they're super thick and super strong, like a dense. So those one clean everything perfectly. And then I move on to the pushing back the cuticle. In this case, it's pretty challenging one. Like for me, what makes it harder, this is cuticle, here is very split. You might not see it perfectly on camera, but it's really damaged and overgrown, which is like typically and normal for nails that either have not had a pedicure for a long time or never had one at all. So if your feet aren't used to regular pedicures, like on regular basis, this can happen. And later on you will see what I'm talking about, because like it feels like the cuticle starts separating in different directions. And the second important part is not to push the pterygium under the cuticle. When you're working with a stick, you need to separate the pterygium from the cuticle. This part, the part that stays on the nail, that we will work with later, and the cuticle itself need to be lifted. So don't confuse the two. This is one of the most common mistakes I see with the beginners in my courses. You really need to train your eye to see where the cuticle is and where the pterygium is. So here you can see I lifted the cuticle and I slightly pushed the pterygium down on the nail. It still stays on the nail, but I'm just move it down a little bit. After that, I always remove the dust, all these particles, pieces, so I can clearly see where I'm working. And now I'm working with another interesting tool. It's also from the Stylix brand. It's a pusher with a ring tip, and with a little ring, I clean off all pterygium that I left on the nail. All that like skin build-ups, I carefully remove it. This part is also very important, but also kind of risky. You have to be really careful. You can easily damage the natural nail plate if you are not paying attention, if you're doing too much work. You need to really see and feel where you're working, because you can accidentally start filing into the natural nail plate instead of removing the pterygium. You can do the extra work. The natural nail has like layers, as we know, and so if you go too deep, you will start scraping the nail itself, not the skin. I also clean the side walls a little bit, go into all those little areas and remove all the stuck on pterygium, because if you go in with the e-file right away after the orange wood stick, for me this is just waste of time, because the drill bit will clog immediately. Like with that amount of skin, it's not designed for that. So you just keep switching bits over and over again, which is a waste of the money, like your money for materials, and waste of time. So for me, it's much easier to clean everything manually first with this amazing pusher, and I do this not all, but if I see like extra pterygium, I'm using it. Oh yeah, and here on the ring toe and the pinky toe, there's also a lot of build up, and I do the same thing. I unfortunately didn't show the pinky. I didn't record this. And only after working with the pusher, I dust everything off and take the flame. It goes like a drop bit, and the skin is here pretty raw, so I'm gonna use the blue grit bit. And as always, I'm applying the baby powder. I have a separate video where I'm explaining why I use this powder in like both manicures and pedicures, so go check that out. And I start working with e-file. And since we are doing the gel later, normally we would buff the nail to remove the natural shine so the product adheres better. And usually we're doing this with the file, right? But to save your time and effort, because even the file, like, we don't have this size of the file probably that can always reach those tiny areas in the side walls, or like you just can't do this on toes. So I just lightly, really lightly go over the nail surface, because the nail bit is the same, like doing the same work. So I just lightly go over the nail surface with this bit while I'm already cleaning the cuticle area. And those motions are remove the shine. I'm not damaging the nail at all, absolutely. Like, it shouldn't be, as I said, without any pressure. My hands movements are super light, no force at all, because otherwise you will file onto into the nail and damage it. So our goal here is just gently remove the shine so the gel later will hold better. And at the same time, with the tip of the drill bit, I clean under the cuticle. And as I already showed you my workspace, my dust collector is on. It removes most of the dust. It just looks like more here because my camera setup, I have a tripod next to me. So, and like my phone was positioned above, but normally there's almost no dust at all. I'm working in forward mode at around 10 or 15,000 RPM. That speed is for, I feel, mostly for professionals. So if you're a beginner, go slower. It's better to take more time than to hurt your client. And I believe should be our main principle in our work. We provide a beauty service, not a medical procedure, so there shouldn't be no pain, no discomfort, only a clean and beautiful result. And as you can see, I'm working with the big toe, and you can see I only made just a few passes with the bit, just enough to remove the shine, and then I'm working with the side walls. And I always pull the skin back with my thumb so I can clearly see where I'm working. And don't dig around in there, there's no treasure to find. Just clean lightly and remove the dust and move on. Here's I already switched to the reverse mode and repeat on the other side. And trying to lift the cuticle, and right now you can see how uneven and torn the cuticle is here. Normally it should be like smooth one line, but here it's very damaged. This is what I talked about from the beginning, and that's why it was really important to separate in the cuticle from the pterygium. And you can see it's not a smooth one line, it's just torn skin. So I repeat everything on the rest of the toes, and again, there is no digging, just lifting, cleaning, that's it. And as you can see, there's also calluses, especially on the ring toe and pinky toe. That's usually from improper shoes. So just a gentle reminder, try to always wear a right size of your shoes. Don't sizes down, and make sure your socks also fit properly too, and don't squeeze your feet too much. And so once I'm done with the flame bead, the drop bead, I move on to the barrel bead to clean the cuticle. On the big toe, I'm gonna work only with a little bit with the bead because clients started feeling discomfort and like burning sensations, so you will see that later. So I'm gonna use the nippers a little bit. It's not gonna be the fully e-file pedicure But I lightly clean the cuticle with my favorite barrel bit and also smoothen the skin around. And then I move to the other toes, and everything is done very quickly and very lightly. And I want to raise this topic, like, I don't know if it's just me seeing this, but sometimes, probably not me, because those videos are getting a lot of views. I watch videos where the people try to repeat what they saw on YouTube videos without proper training. They buy the beads and just, like, it's scary what they do to nails. And you just stand there and thinking, wow, poor clients, it must be hard so much, or it will later hurt when the nails is like overfiled. So yeah, guys, please learn properly. Yeah, sorry guys, the camera makes it a little bit awkward because my hand blocks the view, but I'm doing my best here. Sorry guys. All right, now I'm get back to the big toe, to the thumb, and I noticed that the client feel discomfort, so I stopped for a little bit, and then I used the nippers to carefully trim like just a tiny bit of the cuticle, and then lightly I'm gonna still like buff everything with lower speed, and like again, no pressure, just gentle polishing. Alright, we are basically done. I cleaned under the nail where needed, and then I apply a cuticle softener just for a few seconds, not to work for more, just for perfect result visually. I just like to, like, because I'm done with the pedicure, it's completely done. I just like to apply the cuticle softener just to make it more like completely clean. And here's I'm taking the wet wipe. It's just a water in a spray bottle, like a kind of toner, and clean everything. Remove the dust and like basically wash the feet. So make sure everything is clean. Check if anything left. You can like fix it right now. Clean under the nails if needed, and probably yeah, that's it. The pedicure is done. And now I'm gonna film some macro shots right here so you can see the final result. I'm gonna like say like the shape isn't finished yet because I'm gonna do the shape after the gel application in the next parts, so stay with me. And if you're watching this later, all parts are might already be out. If you're watching on release day, don't miss the next videos. So yeah, this is our before and our after, and thank you so much everyone who watched this video. Leave your questions in the comments, subscribe, and check out my Instagram. Now you keep it linked through the video, and love to see you there and here again. Bye bye.